I have pressed the streaming button. We are streaming. Well, we will be in a second. So...
Sorry, the entertaining thing of, because you've started sending data, the YouTube user interface moves things around so that where the share button was is now the end stream button.
Is there now an active stream?
Yes.
I shall spark on #gallery then.
That's quite...
Okay, I dropped the link, but that may not be very much.
Oh god, right, yes, I'm in the middle of a war. Right, so anyway, this peasant revolt, let's release the peas otter with a sarcastic note saying, what do you think you're doing, you stoats? Ooh, right, I'm a mere 95.8% threatening. Right, I need to appoint my new court, my new council, so I need a Sakalarios. Let's get Burchard back. He can research economy tech in everybody's favourite county, Middlesex. And I can appoint a court chaplain. Now I think I was in the process of trying to invite a good court chaplain, but let's try again.
Yes.
But I don't know what's happened to that invite. So
it was probably sent by the previous emperor.
Yes.
The question of whether it still applies, the relevant person is probably terribly confused about whether he should do anything about this letter.
Yes.
So the what man in essence and woman in effect both have, they have 9, man in essence, woman in effect. They both have 9 in them.
Okay.
And so they both have 9, and so the Sitchin time, that's the fun.
Right, so I'm inviting someone to my court. I may end up with 2 potential court chaplains, but this is better than 0 potential court chaplains.
You concluded that the new pope wasn't much good, didn't
The new pope is not very good. So my ambition is to have a son, which is good because currently I have 2 daughters. So my daughter is Princess Thingy.
Her name is not Thingy. I mean, you can start calling your daughters Thingy now.
Right, let's just check that. Right, I need to fix my heir's guardian, because currently her guardian is not Greek. Right, let's assign her a guardian. Right. Okay, let's assign her Zori because she is a grey eminence and has 27 diplomacy. This will undoubtedly help. Right, now that she is currently heir to the entire Sodding Empire, let's see if we can get her a good matrilineal marriage.
Try to find a genius. Failing that quick, failing that fair. He's 67.
He's 67.
Maxius, on the other hand, might be alright.
I was thinking me.
Oh, yes, I suppose yes, of course. Yeah, I don't much like Joffrey, given that ill.
Yeah, okay, Blaxius it is.
Yes, let's not go for the deceitful one.
Yeah. Right. Minus 200 for barring count, but hopefully not completely hopeless. Thingies, right. So let's just check that I now.
She looks like she might turn out alright.
Yes.
How are you off for creatable duchies? Is it worth giving? Well, it's not worth giving them away to someone who already likes you to a level of 100. Save it for when he doesn't.
Indeed. Right. So Sophia de Normandy is random cousin. Let's assign her a guardian. I'm not going to give her Zori on the grounds that I might want Zori for my other children. On the other hand, he looks quite good. Right. So... let's unpause, because now our kingdom is not in a totally disastrous state. I'm not going to remove the magnificent painting. Let's, pay some money and go state at it. Right, let's, however, see that we've got some things equipped. Like the Greek Crusade Lance, the German thing, and the Clever Forgery are all currently equipped.
The vehicle required a scimitar.
I have acquired a scimitar, which is okay, but, I like my Greek Crusader Lance. Mounted troops and pikemen. Anyway, let's unpause and see if people, leave the defensive pact. Let's zoom in, because somewhere, I think I might have some troops raised. My only question is, I have no idea where I might have my troops raised. This is a very good question. Let's see if we do in fact have some troops raised. 21,000. I can't even remember where they were. Oh, there they are, Denmark. Right, okay. Right, okay, that's safe. Right, I get prestige and piety. So I'm Basileus of England, Basileus of Britannia, and Duke of Modena. Oh, that's because my wife is Duchess of Modena. Where's Modena? Okay, that's bottom of my territory now. That's probably why I did this, in fact. Right, okay, some people are leaving the defensive pact. So let's just have a look at my states while I'm waiting. So state diplomacy is okay. State marshal is a tiny bit useless, but I will probably improve that. My state stewardship is, however, terrible. I was going to say, why is my state learning so bad? But I think I know why my state learning is so bad. It's because I do not have a thingy. Right, off you go. Proselytize. Let's proselytize in Estonia, because I can't convert the Exarch yet. Basically, my plan is to wait until people start rejoining the defensive pact, and then go and see who it's vaguely sensible to go to war with. Right, now I have some state learning that's not completely terrible. Yes. I do earn a lot less than my predecessors. However, prestige is coming in at the rate of nearly 50 a month, and I get a reasonable amount of monthly piety, and perhaps one day there will be lemon-soaked paper crusades. Yes, because one interesting looking thing in here is there's a couple of kingdoms, in fact, for someone. 3 kingdoms. Oh my god.
Ian asks if soaking paper crusades in lemon helps.
I think it depends very much on which side of the crusade you're on, and indeed whether the crusade wins or not. And it probably does. I mean, lots of crusades are to hot countries, and so, lemon-soaked things might help make it feel less hot. Go on crusade, make lemonade. Of course, probably all your troops are going, this lemonade is desperately foreign stuff, I'm having nothing to do with it. or they would be doing, except for the fact that, you know, like most of my troops are not remotely from England on account of the fact that, yeah, it's quite hard really to call this an English empire in anything other than name.
Still ruled from London? Well, Westminster.
Yeah. Loosely coincidentally. I mean, it did very nearly get ruled from somewhere in Russia. If only there wasn't such a massive technology penalty for doing that. Speaking of which, let's go and have a look. Ooh, I can nearly get some more popular customs, but I probably, in fact, want some more majesty. Hooray, I can have some more majesty. What does trade practices get me? Well, let's see if that allows me to squeeze some more money out of my minions. Oh yeah, while I'm waiting, let's go check on factions. Elective succession, 3%. Independence. Well, maybe I'll have to go after the Despot of Sicily at some point today. And 1 for elective succession in Britannia. Let's see if we can release some prisoners while we wait, since I have a fair collection from my predecessor. French Holy Roman de jure war over France. Ooh, excellent. France now thinks it's tough enough to take on the Holy Roman Empire. Well, I mean, it's too late for getting France into the relevant relevant whatnot, because there's not 100 years left for it to drift into de jure Britannia, but you know, it's nice.
Unless you change your primary title.
It's true. Yeah, but I don't think that's a good idea. Right, English Holy War for Catan. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to wait till the end of the month and see if anyone, you know, joins, leaves, otherwise mutilates a defensive pact. And then I'll think about the concept of going to war with some people. Because I'm an emperor and I can. So, where can we go? County. Can go to war in the Byzantine Empire again. Of course, because I don't have treaties with people.
If you have no truces.
I have no truces. So, I can go after the Duchy of Bavaria, which is possible right now. They do not appear to be part of a defensive pact against me. Well, it's to be them, really. Right, so you are part of a defensive pact against me. Quite a large one. But that So that would get me a duchy. You're part of a defensive pact, but that would get me an entire kingdom. That will get me a duchy. So I could go after the kingdom of Telegana. And probably after, you know, like a couple of other bits, like some bits in the Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire. Right, you're also part of a defensive pact against me, but that will get me an entire kingdom. Right. Okay. I think I have a plan. So, right, let's first of all find out where I'm going to waffle. Bengal, right next door to somewhere I've got coastline on. Brilliant. Right, yes. We're definitely doing that. Are we definitely doing
Unlanded woman.
that? Looks terribly like a woman. That is a woman. We're not definitely doing that. We're definitely not doing that. Right, so... yeah, that's the wrong thing. Right. The Kingdom of Telegana, however. Alright, so... where are you?
Your favourite Ben, if you female as well.
Can't even find the kingdom.
He does appear to only hold... no, that's not help. Switch back to the... he's only got 2 vassals. But if nothing else, he holds 1 county himself.
Yes. Right, okay, there we are.
Oh, right. Is that the entire kingdom?
Yeah, he's just in prison somewhere. Right.
Right, that's not a very big kingdom. It probably has a larger de jure that extends. If you go to click on the kingdom shield in the top right of that, and then turn on de jure. Yeah, it's not much bigger de jure, though.
It's not much bigger de jure, but it is a kingdom title. You know, I'm all in favour of acquiring entire kingdoms where I can. You know, that then gives someone a de jure claim, so... Right.
But is your claimant actually usable?
No.
Unlanded princess.
Damn it. Okay, so... well, while we have... while we can go to war with the Holy Roman Empire, we should totally go to war with the Holy Roman Empire. Because, you know, on general principles. What have we got that's good? Bearing in mind that our vassal is going after Haas for us. So we have Bavaria. Which, you know,
Medium-sized clump.
which is a medium-sized clump, helps fill in the gaps, and I've got a landed claimant, which is always nice. 1 Squillian county claims. For your comfort and convenience. Sorry, 1 Squillian and 1 county claims. I can claim the Holy Roman Empire, but that's not very helpful.
Yeah. All that does is makes the Holy Roman Emperor someone who likes you.
Yes. Then you feel bad about going to war with
And
them.
loses you a bit of territory.
And I can claim Carnton, which is a small landed claimant. I can claim Oman, which doesn't have a landed claimant, but is a pretty sizable chunk of...
It is only actually 3 characters.
Yeah, but it is a pretty sizable chunk of what's left down there. And I'm slightly more inclined to go for Bavaria at the moment. But Oman is certainly not, like, a bad choice either. Swabia is unlanded woman. Hang on, let's just check. Is she of my dynasty? No. Right. Bavaria it's going to be then. On behalf of you. Right. Byzantine Empire is unaccountably not part of a defensive pact against me. Right, let's declare war on you. So what have we got? Do we have anything bigger than a county at this point? No. Right. So let's not go for Arta because there's a de jure claim on that, and I'm pretty sure someone could go after that. So let's... No, Demetrius is an awkward place. Let's not go for that one. Emporia is a bit irksome. Calliopolis would at least mean I controlled all of the routes in all of the both sides of the route into the Black Sea. So I'm slightly tempted to go for Calliopolis at the moment. Lyctinos is a fairly substantial county, but whatever. Affligonia at least fills in some of the gaps around there. Yeah, I'm going to go for Calliopolis and control the routes into the Black Sea. It's a pity I've only got county claims, but you know, this is what happens when
There's a small hole in Africa. Or is that a lake?
it's a lake.
Okay.
I'm thinking, what have you seen that I've not seen, but you haven't? You've confused yourself with a lake. So how are you doing in your vault? Not fantastic. And also I can't declare war on you. How disappointing.
The same one.
Yeah. I suspect this block over here is as well, but that's the Bengal revolt. So that would get us both counties. That will get us apparently
An odd little bit by the sea.
oh yeah. Problem is that's very inconvenient to get to.
And the Holy War.
And it's a holy war. So if I do anything, it should be the... I probably shouldn't... Yeah, let's go for a de jure claim. Because then I don't have to worry about trying to get troops somewhere inconvenient for a holy war. Right, so, Mr. Bond. Now, the only question is, do I also go for a war against either the Mongol Empire or yet another bit of Africa to Om. Oh my god, how many claimants do I have on Om?
One.
All of them. Sibir I like for playing fill in the gaps. Also, right, okay. You know, it's also slightly easier to get to.
I think it was a bit brave going after a defensive pact in the form of the Mongol Empire. On grounds that the Mongol Empire is big and so it will take quite a long time to besiege enough of it.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point. Let's go and...
I think if you're going to take on someone who's in the defensive pact, make it someone in the middle of nowhere who has very little territory. Preferably pushed over.
So, pick a random African county.
Those seem to work quite well.
Half the defensive pact.
You might want to check the fort levels and try to get one that can be entirely assaulted. Like that, for instance.
Yeah, that one will work. Right. Oh look, everyone's joined the war. That never happens. It's a very flickery thing in the corner of my vision. Thank you. It's quick. I can go after some despots later. Oh, I can recruit an academy hero. Let's recruit an academy hero. Pavlos of Babel. Oh dear, he's a misguided warrior. No. Bye bye. Right, so Mr. Bond. Right, let's switch back to realm view, sub-realm view. Right, so we are going to war for Sommier. At least that bit of it. I've raised Aquitaine. That lot. You are the Bengal Revolt. You don't have that many people. I, on the other hand, have 5,000 people. Brilliant. Okay, so diff. They'll do, yeah. Actually, let's split you in half. And I'll select you and send you to that county, and you will let warm up a bit, maybe by assaulting that trade post, and then send you off somewhere.
Well, you've conveniently got the capital of the Byzantine Empire next door.
Yeah, but I've got those troops to go and, say hello to. Right, so let me just check. Everything's either landed or a holy war. You are a holy war. Right, you are landed. Where's Bavaria?
You may want to turn off those again. The difference, excellent.
Right, so Bavaria is that glowing bit. Right. Bohemia. Thuringia. Is Tyrol mine? Tyrol is mine. That'll probably do for starters. Right, so I'm holding you where? Oh right, yeah, okay. Jesus Christ, there are some terrible people who are my commanders. I need to, like, fix my commanders urgently. And I need to ban myself from leading armies because, oh my god. Right. Right. Relieve commander, because you have a commanding whatnot of 3. Let's fire that commander because you have a commanding whatnot of 8. Right, you have 12, but at least you have, like, some attributes. So, we are down to 1 organizer. Do I not have any spare organisers lying around? I do. Right. Anyway, you. Could there possibly be some more hot water, please? Right, so have I raised the Papacy Army? I have not raised the Papacy Army. Hello, Papacy Army. You get to go over there. Let's go.
What's that army doing there?
What? Which army?
The Byzantine Empire army in the vicinity of.
I have no. I think they might be fighting the Holy Roman Empire. Damn it. Oh well. At least I haven't done anything.
Presumably the thing revolves, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright. It's not like I've done very much anyway.
Well, you could try boldly arresting a despot and you could give your army something
That's true. Let's go and see if there's. So you're an exarch, you're an exarch, you're a despot, and you kinda like me. You're a despot, and you love me, okay. I've just raised Aragon's troops. Let's maybe not do this in the middle of this war. Because I kind of need them. Because they happen to be in the right place. Okay. So, you guys are in here. We're going to Prusa. I think I should. Stick you over there. I realise you're not particularly cheerful. I'm going to temporarily ignore you in the interests of something happening. can treat that as you can try to like but you be a giant otter. Off we go over here. So right, you're besieging somewhere. That's good. That's what we want here. Right, okay. Right.
Have you got someone heading to help that army?
This army.
The one that's currently being beaten up by the Byzantine Empire.
Not really. I'm just going to regard them as arrow fodder. Because, I've got people going to more sensible places. In fact, actually, why are you going there? Why aren't you going there? It's like it's an army of 900. It's not worth worrying about. Well, I can get those people away fast enough. Glue, sit down for a nice long siege. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Okay, got 18% battle over there in the whatnot. Right, okay, what's the supply limit? Okay, right.
Army to your east there, heading towards you, or to join up with the towns.
I'm not bothered because I'm going to assault this place to death before.
Okay. Anyone gets there.
Yeah. See?
Yep.
Right, one otter released. Another holy war. One. Nothing terrible is happening there. Nothing terrible is happening here. Let's actually just dismiss you lot. You're too small to get into position. Right, let's glue you lot together. So that's 6.5 fort, 6.5 fort, 3.5 thing. Let's assault 3.5 thing. What have we got here? 6.5 fort. Jolly good. Else in charge. You've not got anyone in charge. You've not got anyone in charge. Okay, we've been attacked over there, have we? Fine. Where's our guy with the speed boots? Let's send you off there to go and say hello. Also, this is rather daft of you, Holy Roman Emperor, because what this means is that I'm going to get a whopping great battle score from beating your army. Rather than I won't have to spend so much time besieging things.
Crush your right flank.
Yeah, but this isn't going to be a huge problem.
Okay, no, you didn't quite manage to get round to it.
Not even that. Right, so she's content, proud, and craven. Great. Well, let's. Right, yes, that's given us 26% score from battles, so, you know. I'm not sure this worked out quite as well for you as you might have hoped. As such. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've got... Okay. So, what are we besieging there now? Ooh, 4.5 fort. I think I might venture a little gentle assault on that. got 100% war score. Let's release the Peace Otter. Enforce demands. Right.
It was a claim on behalf of the papacy, which is slightly unfortunate, but there we go.
Well, you know, it's still my territory.
Yes.
And, you know, so, you know, there are worse things that can happen. Like what happened with the Rhine. Which, I admit, was entirely my fault for being a bit of a snooze stoat. What are you besieging there? Trade post. Now you're besieging a 7.54. What's the supply limit? Okay. Right, let's assault this fort. It does.
Use this clicking thing, it doesn't.
Right. Let's wander you over there. So, come on, you can go to... Right, the question is, are you going to get over here and fight these guys first, or are these guys going to win their siege? It's just how exciting it is. Right, another county has gone Catholic. That's all looking quite good. I don't think that getting your 2,000 troops to join your 4,000 troops is going to help against my 20,000 troops as such. So let's see. Let's have a look at religion. What I want is a, like, you know, request a... I want to request a crusade button.
Yeah, I presume you can't by right clicking on the profile quickly. So.
I have just looked.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing.
Since it's a religious thing, do you get it by right clicking on yourself?
No.
Right.
I'm not quite sure why I get the arranged marriage, but I suppose I can get arrange someone else's marriage.
Arrange your own marriage.
Yeah, but I'm currently married,
Oh,
so I'd have to first arrange my own divorce,
which you do by asking the Pope.
which I do by asking the Pope, but, you know. Oh, right, we've got 100% war score, but I'm just going to win this battle just to, you know, prove a point. My point being that I'm slightly better at this than you are. Right, we won 100% war score. Release the Peace Otter. Right, we can hold a grand tournament. Let's hold a grand tournament. Let's dismiss some of my levies. some stuff off France. Dismiss that army. Right, we're now not at war with anyone. Right, well, we fill in some more gaps. Bit by bit by bit. So, what are we trying to achieve? It's an interesting question. Do I have any spare minor titles? Not at the moment. So let's see. I suppose I can't change. Let's try this.
Almost certainly less popular than your predecessor.
Well, I'm probably differently unpopular. Sussex has been converted to Catholicism. Let's take time a bit quicker while I'm not at war. Or, like, sort of 1/6 of the way there. Okay, I just inherited about 8 million kingdoms. Excuse me, I just need to zoom in and go to sub-realm view and find some of the relevant kingdoms. And not Crusader Jerusalem. Crusader Jerusalem is terrible. Right, you're the Duke of Tripoli. Right. You're the Holy Roman Empire. You're approximately 3,000 years old. So you, what are you? Wow, you don't like me. Okay, right, you're not as young as I'd like, but you are like the least miserable person I've found, so you get to be Viceroy of everywhere.
But the nice thing about old ones is that they die before the benefit of granting them all those viceroyalties times out.
That's true. Did I actually accidentally give you Swabia? No.
You gave someone else radio.
Oh yes, I gave someone Swabia in last time in an attempt to.
That was a vote in favour of a law which never managed to pass.
That's the one. Because I died. Right. Anyway, he really likes me now. For some reason. Abyssinian Holy War from Mufasa on the Timurids. Okay, that worked well. War against tyranny in Sicily won because the despot was more despotatious. Bulgarian Bohemian excommunication war. Okay. Right. Something has happened to one of my commanders. Do I have anyone good? Right. He will do. Right. Well, I've improved anyone's opinion by having a tournament. So, what else can we be doing? We can tick the hold a feast button and the hold a summer fair button. I haven't had to recruit an honour guard for ages. So, right, he has a magistros of 20 and he is the thing, right? I don't really want to fire him from the council. And you are just like a random, like, courtier. Speaking of which, is there something I can do to cheer you up? Yes. Right.
Oh, the law change is going.
It's entertaining. I don't know. Let me. Slowly. That's partly why I'm doing things like holding feasts and the like. So that, you know, people kind of cheer up a bit. Unfortunately, he's still a child, so I can't ask him to convert, although everyone else in his province has. Oh well, that's... I don't know. I mean, there's so many places I can send you.
Well, anywhere that's in your domain is ideal.
Yeah, I know. Start converting India because nothing could possibly go wrong with that. Right, I'm probably now going to get about 8 million things saying, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Fewer than I thought.
Grapefruit, oh yes.
Yes. And best buddies with the ecumenical patriarch.
Who is making those demands to convert to monarchy?
Nothing's- I will look it up next time it happens. I can't do anything about it for 6 months now. Because... Yeah, I mean, we can also do a... Actually, that's one thing that I can do, is while I'm, waiting for it to be spring again or something, is go through and have a look at my vassals and check whether there's... I mean, I could just give him the Duchy of Hadramut.
But since he
Yeah.
likes you 100 anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
He does desire Hauser land, on the other hand, and would actually benefit
From cheering up. Right,
cheering
let's...
up.
Despot Dietmar the Wise. So,
You might ask if you'd be willing to become Catholic, because it's
yeah, well, as soon as I'm probably going to get round to in a bit. So, hang on, right. So, Despot of France is definitely the same religion as me. Queen Elania is...
wants control of the Duchy of Ustad.
Yes, well,
Sure
that's...
if we could grant to her. Based on the trading, that's a transfer of vassalage.
Yes. I suspect it's at war. Yeah. She's probably not quite happy enough to... Let's see if we can ask for it to just...
36.
Oh, she's a true believer. It's not going to work anyway. Right, he's the same religion, but...
Demo.
Can we?
Send, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Hello. Right, can we? Right, so... Chernikhov. Right, that's good. You're the right religion. Sicily, you don't like me that much. Oh, right,
The
yours.
difference is that you need to make him happier before he'll
Yes,
convert. You could check if conversion is even halfway possible.
yes. No. Aquitaine is our religion. You're the same religion as me. Swabia is religious differences. Let's see if you will convert. No, you're a true believer. All these people with religious scruples.
Popes.
I'm going to assume that the Pope is in fact the same religion as me.
Well, he doesn't have a vast amount of same religion bonuses. What's going on there?
It's an interesting question.
He does like the fact that you've got 2 torture chambers.
I think that's because he's
3
cruel.
torture chambers. Nice to know those stats.
Right, he's
Cruel, presumably.
yes.
Anyway.
So he's too young to ask to convert. He's the right religion. Right. Let's see if you'll convert. True believer. Aragon. Right, we're notionally the same religion. We're notionally the same religion, and there's not a lot we can do to cheat up. I think we're probably the same religion, but I will. Yes, we are. Right, we are definitely the same religion. Right, same religion, but you just don't like me. Balinese revolt. Well, yeah.
If you win, we'll sort you out.
Yeah. You're currently the right religion. Your religious differences. Oh my god, right, so Marissa is religious. I think that's the one I just sent a message to, isn't it? Right, and he's going to convert. Brilliant. Songhai is the right religion.
King Bishop of Korea
This
says
is
Jerusalem on the other hand.
Let's see.
Curiously.
He is a true believer. Ecumenical patriarch.
Loves you despite that.
That.
Because he's your friend.
Because he is my best mate ever. Teutonic Order love me. Duke of Arabia is the right religion. Duke of Nufu is the right religion. Tyrol. Worcester Revolt is the right religion. She's not. Maybe she'll lose the
It's
thing.
rather too far. You need to improve her opinion of you first.
Yes. That's okay. Kashgar hates me.
Why does Kashgar hate me? What's the county of Aksu?
Let's see if we can fix that a bit.
Obviously, you can't do that yet. You can't demand religious conversion yet. I think you currently own the county.
Oh, hang on, let's
Which-
just.
You might not want to give it away. Oh no. Okay, maybe it also desires control of my big estate.
It's not obviously there. Yeah, I just don't appear to actually have the county of Axie. Oh no, I do. Okay, where was it? Right, let's.
But
I
you
can't
hold it
hold
for some
it.
reason. How curious. Does it have the wrong kind of capital? In which case, yes, you may not actually be able to grant it to him.
Mm. Right.
You might be able
Now we're down to council. I don't care. So,
to, if you look at that county, to work out what's going on and fix it.
yes, I'm planning on doing that, but first I want to check my messages for anything important. And currently Basileus Tryphon the Boring. So,
So the capital.
is a bishopricky thing. It's a
Mhm.
temple, yeah,
Right.
because that's, I don't know, I think.
You click on it, it'll probably tell you. It's castle. but
It's
it has
castle,
castle
yes.
walls. So why can't you grant that to the Duke? I mean, you could just find someone or create someone to put in as the count and then make it the Duke's vassal.
Yeah. just check we can't create any kingdoms. We can create kingdoms. Right. Let's create the Kingdom of Bavaria. Right. That probably goes with Bohemia, I guess. Done something to one of them. Right, that's all hopeless, excuse me. We need to go commander shopping. Search all men. I don't care what your religion is. Any religion. Join court, yes. Pointy sticks, yes. Let's just skim through and see if we can find any organisers. Because I'm down to one organiser, which I think is like the bare minimum you need to run an army with.
You might organise it. And
That's true.
see what it gets. And then probably scroll back up to the top of the list.
Right. Let's back to round view. Yep, France is now part of France.
Finally.
Yep.
And here's a lead.
Whatever. So long as, you know, in between times he's organising people to go places, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I keep chewing the list myself, it's probably wise.
I think that looks good. So let's check if any... we're down to only exarchs there. Okay, whatever. So... hold a feast. Let's hold a feast.
He's discovered that you're a good source of wives for his courtiers, hasn't he?
Yeah. Right. Holy Roman Rhineland. Okay, well, they might not be at war for very much longer. Right. Let's try not pissing off the church unnecessarily. 1409. Right, I have to improve bishop. Hopefully that's not like my chancellor or something. Come on. Alanian Holy War for Seer. There. Okay. Good, good, good. My wife is pregnant. Good, good. Go on. Finish being at war. I have plans. Oh, we're getting there. Slowly. Can I not use up like the entire Byzantine Empire?
You still don't control enough
Enough
of
of
it.
it.
Also, you probably can't because you're not Orthodox or Hellenic.
Indeed. But we can't test that out until
And you can use the Duchy of Straits.
Straits, which I might do just so that
Give someone some more
de jure stuff.
de jure claims.
How many duchies am I currently holding? 2. That's okay. And no one's going to de jure want them in particular. Right, so let's progress. Welsh Revolt War, okay. Uh-oh.
Yes, that's more than you'd like.
That is definitely more than I'd like.
I'm kind of inclined to see if you can transfer him under someone else.
I am going to
But
transfer
what's his parent kingdom?
Arabia. Doesn't
Doesn't
exist. Let's just check he's not currently at war. Right, let's... Okay, where's Abyssinia?
Become somebody else's problem.
Someone? Right, that's helped a lot. Right, he's due with Arabia. Well.
You passed it several times.
Did I? Oh yeah, there he is.
There also appear to be an awful lot of counts at the top of the list for Abyssinia.
Yes. 10 piety. Let's try and be gregarious. So right, everything, yeah. Transfer vassalage. Oops.
News, by the way, that the King of Abyssinia is now blowing past his vassal in it. You may have a slight problem if it turns out that all your vassals are having to exceed their vassal limit because you're giving them too much to do. Or your exarchs, rather.
Well, they can always,
Yeah, he started reorganising himself.
Yeah.
I suppose in extreme cases he can grant them independence and they become your direct vassals again. You end up in an argument with the Exarch of Abyssinia as you keep granting him vassals and he keeps giving them back.
Yes. Right, feudal vassal opinion is always much better for me. Right.
Might vastly increase the number of people who want your new law. Was that 25%, 25 points for every feudal vassal?
I don't know.
You could have a quick look at one of your feudal vassals.
Yeah, give me a moment. Castle denizens approve feudal. Right, yep.
Hang on, that looked like it was permanent. Plus permanent plus 25, in addition to plus 5 for held ground tournament and plus 5 for enjoyed feast. So,
Or at least for the length of my reign. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
So that certainly ought to help.
Yep. Laws, you say? Well, that's suddenly got me a quick
It's only
boost.
121 though.
Yes. Problem is, I don't really have enough stuff to. I mean, my plan really is to let it sort of idly pootle along, and if it doesn't go anywhere, then I'm not going to worry, and to maybe see if I can try seriously after a crusade. So, what should we be doing?
I have a third daughter.
I have a third daughter. Right, well, none of them are called Billette. This is obviously an oversight. Let's fix this. Right, I'm sorry, wife dear, but it's back to the shagging tron until, and this is important, you produce me a son. So yes, Prodanthe gets the Empire of Britannia, all like 6 counties of it, and Bellette gets the duchies and some odd counties that are...
Yeah. But Billette has the advantage that you won't be going to that her big sister won't be going to war with her immediately.
It's true. She'll be second on the list of people to
Well, no,
go.
because she'll be a vassal of
Oh
the
yes,
Empire.
of course, yes.
Whereas whatever the middle sister is will be an independent empress of, well, some of Ireland.
It's true. So... let's... Oh, go on, let's allow a duel. It sounds a lot more fun. It's probably going to be disastrous, but you know, whatever. Oh, there's a Cathar revolt. Right, so Mr. Bond, where is there a Cathar revolt? Ah, yes, that famous Cathar holding of. Right, okay. Fine. Yep.
How goes the conquest of everything?
Quite slowly. It's hard to find places to go to war with that aren't part of a massive defensive pact. I took the opportunity to nibble a couple of counties off the other two big empires that aren't in the defensive pact, or for some reason weren't in the defensive pact for 5 minutes, but I think they are now. Oh, sod it, you're a thingy revolt. I can just send some troops in there. It'll be okay. Do not use the go-to button. The go-to button is not your friend. Oh look, we appear to have won the Cathar Vault. Release the peace otter with a little note that says, "Look what happened to all the previous revolts, you stoat." Sorry, I just remembered that I probably haven't looked at whether anything can be built anywhere except another sodding shipyard. I mean, really, come on, people.
I mean, you don't generally raise your
Personal levies.
anyways.
I'm more interested in building stuff on the towns and bishoprics to see if I can, get
more income.
yeah. Let's see what. Holding in where? Oh, raiders. Right. Let's see. I'll move in a second. Oh, Constantinople's become Catholic again. Right.
be stressed.
I don't want to be stressed.
Your father died of stress.
That's true. Now they've disappeared. Fine. I'll dismiss those lot in a second. I mean, I do sort of... Right. I have the small problem that I kind of can't afford the penalty for dismissing him from council. I might be able to. Let's not be cruel. Because that's diplomacy -1 and I really need the good opinion of my vassals. So, speaking of which, how are we doing? Slowly. I'd like to get below 95% threatening before I stop. Yes! Or conversely, I can go, hooray, we were about to go on crusade. Brilliant, I like going on crusade. Against Siana.
Right, you may get ready to Transoxiana once we've found it on a map.
Once we've found out where the hell Transoxiana is.
Possibly you could ask the Pope to choose somewhere else if you have somewhere else you think the crusade should go. But
Mongol Empire. Right, let's find out where that is. Okay, I mean that's the Bukharid Empire.
presumably, yes, you want the... is that the... What's the de jure extent of that kingdom? Okay, it's basically what it is.
Yeah. Okay, that's quite nice. I think that's not an unreasonable crusade target.
Are you going to do the I'm having it all for myself button again?
I don't think so, because that also does the inconvenient thing of pinging your capital across the thing.
Well, you can bring it back again.
It's true, but it also pisses off the Pope.
The Pope is your vassal.
It's true.
He's not going to be very unpissed off with you.
Right, so... Stance. Well, let's see if we can find a nice beneficiary. Like her, because she's already my vassal.
Yes, but she's...
Oh, she'll get independence,
she'll
won't
be
she?
an independent queen.
Queen then.
If her... hang on, and is that queen because her husband an exarch?
No, I think she's the exarch, but don't...
No, she's not landed. She can't be an
Yeah.
exarch. Or exarchessa.
Yeah.
Is her husband an exarch or a
He's a despot.
despot? Right.
So
that
don't...
means that their offspring will inherit Aragon, which means that if the husband dies first, then anything that she gets will inherit into your empire. By assuming, of course, that they're both primogeniture or similar or otherwise go to the same person, which they might not if they're
excessively
using,
weird.
Gavelkind.
Yeah. Right.
The UK is applying to join the Trans-Pacific Partnership trading
Yeah.
area, which has Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore and Vietnam, which all have something in common, and I think it's the Pacific.
Yes.
We're not very close to the Pacific.
I'm going to pick a random female relative of mine. And then I think my stance is going to be piss off the Pope. And I think my current plan then is to run time up until the Crusade and then stop. Or to run time for a little bit longer and then stop. Checking all the while whether there are any despots that
So we're taking a check whether any kingdoms created if wars are going on.
that's always true, yes. So what also occurred to me is that I think I have a slot left on the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, and I have 700 spare cash. So let's. Oh no, I'm not. I don't anymore. Let's go and have a look at my ledger and see if there's anything cool I can build.
Super.
Bits and stuff. Probably afford to build one more thing. Let's see. Sorry, I can't afford to build anything on the university. Let's see, what about the cathedral? That's a 2,000 drop, but it is +3 dynasty opinion, so let's do that. Because dynasty opinion is useful. Let's zoom out a bit. That time tick while we do this and go and look at the religion map. Right. So we have some pockets of orthodoxy kicking around, some few monotheisite weirdos hiding in a cupboard somewhere. Most of the known world is Catholic because of the 3 Western empires. There's a big Buddhist thing around there, and yeah. And slowly we're working on converting those bits of the empire that are out there. Right. What I might do is try and fire some Doge markers after the next crusade and pay him off when I have lots of cash. Or indeed another stupid bloody relic. I was going to say, I should look at my revolt risk, but A, my revolt risk is low, and B, even if there is a revolt, I kind of don't care. Like this one that's just happened in Benghazi. Wherever Benghazi is. Obviously, mostly what I know about Benghazi is all to do with Hillary Clinton.
Actually, everything I know about Benghazi is not to do with Hillary Clinton, it's to do with Republicans referring to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I see your point.
It was a thing which involved Hillary Clinton, and therefore mentioned it quite a lot.
Yes.
Didn't she testify for about 11 hours and nothing happened or something?
That's the one.
Benghazi.
It's come back as a thing because people were saying, oh, they can't impeach Trump now, he's a private citizen or whatever, and or can't go in front of a grand jury, and they were like, yeah, but, you know, when they questioned Hillary Clinton about Benghazi, she was a private citizen, so...
Well, if they can't impeach her, then why are they impeaching her? You think someone would have pointed it out to them? They might know better than you.
Well, you say that. So, Mr. Bond. Off we go. Let's fight these. What are you revolting over? Oh, just peasants. We really need to fix education. So that you can learn what happened to the previous 10 peasant revolts. Oh look, we won. That didn't take long. I'm terribly sorry. Did someone say pedant revolt?
I'm disappointed that there are no internet hits for the phrase "What Tyler magazine." I think you should be.
That's
You
true.
can always, if you want to get rid of him, ask to excommunicate him.
It's true.
And then try to imprison him.
Yeah, but I think the best time to do that is after a crusade when, the Pope loves me for being...
Doesn't the Pope already love you? The
I,
danger is he'll start loving other people if they go on crusades.
it's true.
Last I looked, the Pope had an opinion of 100 of them. You may have a slightly lower opinion now that you've
Well,
been weird about the crusade, but it's only 60 now. Minus 20 for self-serving crusader.
yeah.
Still love your torture chambers though.
Oh, yeah. Right, so anyway, Despot of Aragon, we say. Let's see if we can get him excommunicated.
It was Portugal you were
Oh,
looking
it's
at before,
Portugal, you're
but,
quite right.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to object to your taking out Aragon as well.
Okay. Request excommunication. Right. Right, no.
You need to work out the other.
Right, so now I can try and imprison him.
Sadly, he stands a fair chance of. No,
But-
he did manage to resist.
He did manage to resist, which is brilliant. I mean, oh, what a terrible shame, etc. Right. Let's pause. Right. Of course, should be able to get a massive first mover advantage in the crusade because I am, I'm literally right next door to it.
You're right next door to almost everywhere.
There are some bits of India that I'm not absolutely right next door to, but I am much nearer to it than like everyone else in Europe. I am certainly prepared to concede that.
I think the Despot of Portugal may be running away.
Yeah, I've got an organiser in there. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to succeed. It's slightly confused by the fact that it's not an impending battle marker there.
Yes. I mean, in any case, what I think I'll do is I'll get in
You
there.
did manage to get out. Possibly you were walking across a bigger county.
Yeah. Is I will besiege somewhere.
Yes.
Because, that's the thing that... And then I can go and fight them afterwards. Right, let's make the lights flash faster because besieging things is really boring. I'd just like to point that out.
commanders are fairly terrible. So is this one.
It's the one. La 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 Lord. Oh, come on. 7.5 watts are boring. Oh, we've nicked some more tech from France. Can we do anything with it? No. Right, well, Crusade has started. Excuse me while I try and find where the Crusade is. Oh yeah, there we are. That's the one. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's split you in half. At least. Right, you are gonna get Castamere. Off you go to thingy. Off you go there. And off you go there. And you down a bit because ooh, Estonia. Can't ask them to convert because I'm a war. Damn it. Right, so that's now at 6%. Brilliant. Let's nip over there for a little bit of kicking the opposition goodness.
That'd be foolish to use the go-to button, I think, won't
I don't think so. No. I should also unban myself from leading armies. And I should unresearch him because I want to give everyone I can the Crusader trait. In fact, I might, cycle a lot of my commanders through. Okay. So, having made myself a crusader, I'm going to ban myself from leading armies again. Right, so, all of my commanders currently are...
So have you also raised Republic of England army on the east end of this?
that's it, going in there.
Oh no.
Right, anyway, so let's actually look tactically at that. Let's assault that. Can't assault that. So, right, yes, you arrive there and can't do anything. Okay. Right, we've already got 20% war score. Well, I'm prepared to let the Despot of Sicily off a bit for taking on the Holy Roman Empire for some more stuff. I think all that works quite well. Right. Okay, so how are we doing? Right. So I'm on 85% of the war contribution. Jolly good. French Andalusian de jure holding. Okay. Who the hell are you? Wait, you're my nephew. Let's see if we can. Right. I just find it hilarious that, you know, a chance thing, you know, some time ago
Gives an end to that sentence. I got confused.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm still Greek. Several hundred years later. Sorry, I got distracted by heresy again. Right. So what are we doing? Where are you guys going? Not that I think it's going to do you any good, but Let's go off you over there. And probably sit down outside another 7.5 fort because Spain is littered with them. Yeah, that's 7.54. Anyway, I'll come back to that. Ooh, more technology from Florence. Isn't that nice? My wife is pregnant again. That's nice.
Could like appoint some more useful commanders.
I could.
I'm sure you must have at least one siege leader.
No,
Okay.
I think my siege leader got lost in the last reshuffling.
You are really hoping to arrange that by the time most of Europe arrives, you can say, "Sorry, I've already dealt with this crusade."
Pretty much. Look, if you can't do that when you've got like 60,000 troops right next door to the crusade target, when can you? Start you besieging, and you get to go over here. .5 fort. Oh, we guess we get to sit there and wait. Oh look, everyone's joining the defensive pact against me. What a pity. Of course, the great thing about, the defensive pact, with Crusaders, the defensive pact thing doesn't activate. I don't need any help to win my war, I know that the siege is taking a long time. That's because I'm besieging 7.5 forts. I am perfectly capable of, working out why my war is taking a long time. Also, getting people places is hard. They're finally starting to assemble something that looks rather like a serious set of Crusader armies. Or anti-Crusader armies. Excuse me, I need to go find a peasant revolt. Right, hello peasants. I suspect I have raised their army. Apparently I've raised Abyssinia as well. You'll do. Right, well, by the time you've marched over there, you'll probably have enough morale. Yes, unfortunately, except for research and culture, there's no way I can sort of say, look, I wish to build schools. I suppose, if I actually directly control a bunch of counties and then build those counties up.
You can build schools any way you like.
It's true, yes.
I mean, you may have some difficulty getting enough tech to build high-level ones.
Yes. So, what have we won? We've just won that siege. Aha! The Pope has ended the crusade. Hooray! We won. It took less time than it took to take Sotting Portugal back. Praise God. Right. I'm now known as the Sword of Jesus.
Right. Well, you were lacking a name before.
I have a demean problem. Ooh, I seem to have got some... Right. Anyway. So, Mr. Bond.
You certainly don't have a cash shortage now.
Gosh, no. Well, I can build some more... Well, if I stop...
You can bribe your vassals to vote for your medium
Crown Authority law. I do that first. Then, I do everything else. Right.
That's Crown Authority law going then. So you can allow a little bit of time to pass because your huge boost in prestige will probably have improved everyone's opinion of you.
Yes. So...
Meanwhile, there's a war going on in Portugal.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is giving probably some more territory to Alania. Because I've got... Because I can...
Oh, you can grant them the kingdom. Yeah.
I can grant them the viceroyalty.
You do.
And maybe transfer some vassals. Maybe not transfer some vassals.
Well, they will have got all the de jure vassals
Yeah.
automatically. Problem is just that you hold a bunch of counties personally.
And quite a lot of duchies.
Duchies are the ideal.
Right, well, someone wants Hadramut. So I might as well give it to him, even though he loves me. Because that will stop me getting the too many duchies penalty. Right, so
There was a conversation on #TRK about Gunhilly briefly then. I remember that I had a picture, quite a nice photo upstairs. I just took a photo of my photo. That's quite a nice photo of Gunhilly. And Jacob said, onto Geograph and found someone taking that photo. Very, very similar, and yours is better.
okay, I think I'm going to stop there and try and sort out my vassals tomorrow.
Okay.
And bribe everyone tomorrow. But yes, we've now got quite an extensive holding east of the Aral Sea. I've now got that desert. That desert is now painted pink.
Yeah, so you've almost joined up your Uzgen
Holdings, yeah.
into the main empire.
Excuse me while I go and find. What, whether there's any claimants anywhere that might be prepared to join my court. Anyway, so the year is 1412. I am saving and quitting, and I will look at all my Crusader stash tomorrow.
Your current Basileus is called Tryphon.
Tryphon, yes.
Tryphon, the Sword of Jesus now.
Yeah, Tryphon, the Sword of Jesus.
I heard the Salty Jesus, which confused me slightly.
Sword of Jesus.
Yes, Salty Jesus is a better name.
It's not. Anyway,
What was the date?
1412. Anyway, good night, stream.